So if you struggle to make friends, you came to the right place. First off, I want to say it's okay. It happens. We all been there before. So Drew, let's say you just moved to a new town, new city. You ain't got no friends. What's something you do if you had to start from scratch?
If I had to start from scratch and I was looking to make friends, I would basically be vulnerable to everybody. The base thing is vulnerability, all right? Being vulnerable means you're 100% authentically yourself 100% of the time. Now, that might be hard for some people, but in order to make friends, the right friends that you want to be associated with, you got to present yourself to people the way that someone would see you behind closed doors. You feel me? If you're silly, you got to be silly to everybody. You know, if you're quiet, you got to be quiet to everyone. Just finding that niche of people that are like-minded and act in the same way that you do, or just appreciate the things that you have to offer, are the best ways to find friends. All right? I don't want you guys going out there and being someone that you are not to try to forcibly get people to like you. Forcing people to get to like you is not a good practice, because you're not going to be able to have those friends for long term. We're talking about long-term relationships with people. Now, those people that you attracted because you were fake are only going to be there for the short term, because they only liked you for the persona that you were giving off when they first met you, right? Now, you have to be able to be that person 100% of the time. That fake person that you presented to them when you first met them, you got to be that all the time. What happens when you don't want to be that person, right? Mm-hmm. Are they liable to connect with you on that same level that they did when they saw you to be that fake person when they first met you? No. Now, it's better that you go out and find people, and then when you find those people, you are 100% yourself, because when you're 100% themselves, they're getting that first impression of you, which is really the real you. When you're the real you with those people and they like you, now you found those people that you really want to surround yourself with, and you're seeing that, okay, they like me for the real me. They like me for the real person that I am. I can stay around these people for a long period of time and find myself to have happiness with those people. So vulnerability, I would say, is the best thing.
For me, I feel like the first thing you got to do if you're really trying to make friends is just do things that you enjoy. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a story. All right, so when I first started going to college, at the college that I go to right now, I had no friends, 0 friends. Just go to class, and then I would just leave, go home, right? And it was really boring. Like, I hated it. I honestly hated it, because it was just like, college isn't always fun, you know what I mean? And the fact that I didn't know anybody there just made it even worse, because in high school I had a lot of friends, right? So I basically had to start over. Then it got to a point where I just started playing on the basketball team. I started playing on the basketball team. That's something I really enjoy, right? The thing is, like attracts like. Like-minded people just somehow just attract each other, right? So because now I'm playing basketball, I got people that obviously like the same things, and next thing you know, it's pretty easy from there on out. We're on the same team. We obviously all here for the same thing. We're going through the same thing. We're taking the same classes. You got things to relate to, right? So, for example, for you, that could be joining the club, just going to, anything that you like. I know people that make friends at concerts. Let's go to concerts and make friends, but you got to just go through things you genuinely like, and you're not going there to make friends. You're going there just to go enjoy yourself. And I'm telling you, that energy you give off, you're just going to attract people. People are going to come up to you. It's just going to naturally happen. Like when we first started this video right here, we're talking about this video, I was telling Drew, I don't really try to make friends, right? And I feel like that's the best way to go. Don't really try. Just go out, enjoy yourself, have a good time, and things are going to kind of work out. You're going to end up seeing this person. You're going to recognize something on their shirt. Maybe you'll say something about it, or maybe they'll come up to you and say something. Next thing you know, you got a whole conversation going on. Then you realize you got this in common, you got this in common, you got this in common. Oh, they're pretty cool, right? You exchange contact info. Maybe you guys meet up. Pretty simple. So definitely just do things that you enjoy.
Girls wonder why it's so easy for men to become friends with other people so fast. Have you ever thought why a lot of people that play basketball are just easily to make friends with other people that play basketball? To his point, if you're always in an environment where people are just doing the same thing that you like, it's easy to make friends. It's just easier that way. We play basketball our entire lives. I know a lot of people through basketball.
Yeah.
I know most of my friends through basketball. Most of my closest friends either played on a team with me, or I played against them at some point in time. I met them at the gym. We just hit it off. You feel me? So to his point, it just works.
Yeah.
It can be easier. Like even Discord, people make friends on Discord all the time. Playing games, Fortnite is a great example. Playing Fortnite with other people.
Fortnite, Discord, all that. Yeah.
Overwatch, playing Marvel Rivals. Just find like-minded people that do things that you like to do. Is an easy way to make friends. So I agree with what he was saying too.
Yep.
I think the last thing I'll say is just be honest. Be true to you and be true to other people. Not being brutally honest, because you know how that can be. Just like being honest with people. The only way I could explain honesty is just like, when you do find yourself to be in those environments with people that you feel as if you found to be good people, be honest with them. Don't feel like you have to sugarcoat them because now they became your friend. That okay, now I can't tell them exactly how I feel because I have a fear of just like them not being my friend anymore. Don't do that. Be honest. They're going to respect your honesty. Now, I'm not saying to be brutally honest and just put it in a way that is rude and disrespectful, but when it comes to any dispute, anything that, like, any question they ask you, anything that feels a need, that you have to put your input in, just be honest. Because, like I was saying before, vulnerability, being yourself 100% of the time, people are going to respect you for what either you have to say and respect it for the way that you react to things that they have to say. Just be honest, because we want to be able to keep those friendships for the long term and not for the short term.
So that's like an actionable step you can do. Go out and do things. But when you meet those people, then what, right? Because that's also the important thing. Like, how do you get this person from an acquaintance to a friend? And what I would say, just be a good listener, right? And it's not easy for a lot of people to do because we're constantly always trying to get off or think about what we're saying next. But in reality, like, we're all a little selfish, right? We're all a little selfish. We all want to talk. We all want to say our thoughts. And it's like, just listen. Just be a good listener, right? Don't worry about what you're saying. Like, fully listen to them. Like, I had like a whole epiphany, like maybe like a couple weeks ago, where I was like, every single person in this world that I talk to, I can learn something from. Like, honestly, even if it's someone that you feel like maybe they're not the best person, like, everybody has something about themselves that they do pretty well and that you can take for yourself, right? And even if not, if you don't really believe that, just go into every conversation like that. Go into every conversation like, I'm just going to try to learn something from this person, right? And if you do that, you're going to be genuinely interested in them and you're going to be listening to them. They're going to like that and they're actually going to like you more. It's kind of just how it works. So go into conversations, just try to learn. Try to learn from people, ask questions, be genuinely interested. And then I'm telling you, next thing you know, they're going to like you, right? And the next thing, all you got to do is keep going. Just keep adding wood to the fire. You know what I mean? It's just now you got it's lit up. Now you got to just keep adding wood to the fire. Another one, you got to be approachable. You got to be approachable, right? So I get it, like, as guys, like, really, or even girls, like, you can walk around, you can have like a look on you that's kind of like, don't really know if I should go up to that person, right? You kind of just kind of understand how you look just from like an outside perspective. I feel like you should always try to look approachable. You don't got to be smiling cheek to cheek, but like, a little smile. There's something like that where you look like, like if I went up to that person and I wanted to compliment that person, what they're wearing or something like that, it'd probably go well. They'll appreciate it, right? So just be approachable. Be approachable, right? So don't, if you're one of those guys that's super nonchalant and you got like a look on you that's like he's not approachable, no one's gonna come up to you. No one's gonna come up to you, right? And that's just having a good time. Like, if you're with some friends like you already have or something like that, like, just have a good time. You're gonna be smiling, you're gonna be laughing. People are gonna come up to you, feel like they can come up to you. Because I've had that before where it's like, I've met people and I never thought I would have talked to them just because they just look like, from an outside perspective, like, I can't come up and talk to them. But then when you talk to them, they're actually good people. So it's like, it doesn't really matter what kind of person you are. It's all just about like how you present yourself. So just be conscious of that and just know, like, okay, I'm gonna have a smile on my face. I'm just gonna be open. I'm gonna be open to someone approaching me. I'm gonna be open to, if I see somebody, I'm gonna talk to them, right? These are all really small things, but if you just do these things, you'll be more likely to talk to somebody, Like, and also I want to say, it's a lot of luck, I'll be honest, sometimes, like, just meeting people, but you got to just put yourself in those positions to where luck can strike. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's just one kid in my class. We're not like boys, but we're pretty cool. We're pretty cool now. And we just got lucky, just lucky to draw, just got put in the groups together by chance, right? And just started talking to him. Like, we went outside, we were walking outside class, and he was all telling me about a job, and I was just listening, just asking him questions, talking. Now we're pretty cool, right? It's like, it's very simple. It's very simple. Got his Instagram. It's like, yeah, we're cool now. So it's just like small things like that, but you got to make yourself presentable for the opportunity to happen.
And then the last thing I'll say is a good connector is communication. It is okay to be the first person to reach out to somebody. All right, it's okay. It's not like, you're doing this with like a relationship situation with a girl, or in girl's case with a guy, where you feel like he has to be the first person to reach out or she has to be the first person to reach out. You can be the first person to reach out. If you feel like talking to that person, hit them up, be like, yo, you trying to get on the game? Be like, yo, you trying to go play basketball? Yo, you trying to go and have something to eat? Just reach out to people. Sometimes people are not looking for people to just say something. They're just living in their own world, doing their day-to-day thing, everyday thing. Hit them up. Be like, yo, I'm just trying to, do something. Are you trying to do this? They might actually say yes. and now you got the ball rolling. Now, hey, you just hung out with them one time, it went great. Hang out with them again. Hit them up, say, yo, I just found this new spot. You trying to go there with me? Oh, there's this new game that just got out on Steam, on PlayStation, on Xbox. You trying to play with me? Trying to get it, or trying to get online? It's okay to reach out to people. That's the only way to get the ball rolling. It's the only way to make conversation. It's the only way to actually leave the house and go out and make friends. It's actually asking people to go out and hang out and have fun.
Yep.
So I'm gonna end it on that one.
Yep. Another thing I'll add, if you're really struggling, there's a book. It's like probably the most cliche, popular book, like in terms of like in this realm. I think you had to read it for basketball. I don't know, but How to Win Friends and Influence People.
Oh yeah.
Like, listen, it's so simple. You don't even got to read the book if you don't want to, but like just go online and you can look up like the notes of it, and it'll just give you key points. And honestly, it's very, very simple, and it's all real stuff, right? So if you're really struggling and you want some more information other than this video, go do your research into that, and hopefully that works out. But yeah, I'm hoping the best for you, man. I'm hoping that you get some friends, because friendships are a beautiful thing, for sure. Like, there's so many things to do in this world, right? You don't want to do them alone, right? So definitely make it a priority. Make it a priority and seek this, and don't feel like, oh, I don't need anybody. No, definitely go do it. It makes things a lot better, make memories, right? So hopefully this helps you guys.
Hopefully what we had to say can help you in the future to gain friends. And as always, you can always like, comment, and subscribe, and always hit the bell, because you never know when this might help. And always, I'm Drew.
I'm Will.
And we're out.